Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
And we are here for the 195th episode.
Yeah, 5 away from Big 2-0.
Yo, we didn't have to renumber nothing.
Yeah.
That's how sweet we are.
We started with legacy numbering.
Boom. From the jump, baby. Marvel, get like us. Our lenticulars are going to be amazing.
They're amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be like a picture of Ryan, and then another picture of Ryan, and then a picture of me, and then another picture of me. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be, it's going to be awesome.
Look for the scratch and sniff, 1 for 1,000.
Whoa! That's gross.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's because by the time we get to 1,000 episodes, man, there might be some smells. I don't know.
Probably.
It smells like success. So we got plenty of suggestions.
Many a suggestion
you
was
took
suggested.
Like all of them.
I tried.
I did one. I think I did one suggestion.
I don't think I did one book that was not suggested.
I mean, that's cool though. Yeah. Like that's some interaction, some engagement that we really appreciate. So definitely thoroughly thanks to that. But that means that we literally read nothing that was the same.
Yes, it was like 2.
Shelby's gonna kill us. Do you know how many books he's got a list now?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like,
we're in trouble. Okay, maybe we'll do like lines of DC books and then the whole run of things.
Bullet points that way.
Right. So. You want to go first? I mean, it's not even like a joint conversation here.
Sure.
Yeah, you go first.
Alrighty. All right. I think one of the more interesting books that I read this week was Witchblade.
Word.
Yeah, kind of a relaunch of sorts.
Okay.
Creative team of Caitlin Kittredge and Roberta Ingrandata.
Hey.
One of the things when Witchblade was originally coming out, it was like the bad girl comics of the '90s, and it didn't grab me. Michael Turner's art was amazing, but overall, just meh.
Wasn't it? Okay.
This though has a different feel to it. It's being written from a completely different perspective.
Okay.
The character is still strong. In fact, probably not as physically badass as Sarah was.
Okay.
But this very cool thing where she's working with other people that are trying to help women that are in battered situations, and in the course of this, she dies.
Whoa!
And as she's coming back, the Witchblade is bonding with her.
Okay.
But it's this it's really cool. Like the characters feel realer. They feel
a little bit more fleshed out.
Yeah.
Because early Image was not exactly known for compelling stories. Like that's not, you didn't go, Youngblood #1. Man, that was page turner.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't say that.
I just wish there was a 29th page.
No, that wasn't said. So, no, I think that's kind of a healthy thing to, one, prove the viability of what Witchblade as a title is. To be able to go back and redefine it deeper. To give it more literary-ness. Because, I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, back then, God, I make it sound so long ago. In the old 90s, it was a TNA fest.
Yeah, it really was.
It was cool art, but very cheesecake oriented. TNA, sexy poses, look at my butt while I turn in impossible ways, and then stab demons. So it was a lot of cool things that your average 13-year-old would love. 13-year-old boy, to be specific,
more than likely.
at the time. But now we're being a little bit more sophisticated, which is good.
Yeah, it's a better perspective. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
That's awesome. I tackled Black Bolt #8, which was a request as well. Like Ahmed is on, Christian Ward is back, and this is like the fallout from the previous arc where Black Bolt was captured, killed, tortured, resurrected, and they needed to escape. So this is like the fallout from this of Black Bolt coming back to Earth post all of that and dealing with a post-Secret Empire Inhumans nation. So there's some people that have some thoughts, some feelings about some things. This one's good. The carryover from the previous arc, that last page, so wonderful. So you know what? Just for you. Just for you.
Get my peepers a taste. All my peepers have got a taste. That's going to go someplace great.
That's a situation. That's a situation that I have to admit, like, I love the down-to-earthness that a character like Black Bolt is actually able to invoke. A lot of times we have him up high, he's on this pedestal, he's regal. This series actually looks to, I don't want to say bring him down a peg, but to make him a lot more relatable without necessarily following tropes of, now we're going to discover this new pain of Black Bolt's. No. They're not manufacturing pain. They're sticking with the character, which is good.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
very
I
interesting.
like it a lot. I just found out over the week that Michael B. Jordan is a Black Bolt fan.
Really?
Which means we're like besties. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Michael. You're awesome. What else you got, sir?
Ooh, all right, I'm going to go another surprising one. Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica.
So that was definitely a request, and I saw that, and I was like, ooh, I should read it. I was afraid I might cry.
It was actually good.
See, I knew it. I was afraid there would be man tears, and that would be really like hard to film through man tears.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: you got the writers Paul Dini and Mark Andreyko.
Oh my God, that's such a okay.
Yeah, Laura Braga and Adriana Mello are the artists.
Okay.
So it's got the Paul Dini vibe to it. There was a situation, because this is the first issue that I've read. Just would not have been something that I would think, like, oh, Ryan, this is something you need to read. Yeah. With Zatanna and then Sabrina, something's happened that has caused Betty and Veronica and Harvey and Ivory to body switch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
It is such a fish out of water story.
Wow.
Where...
Wait, so Harley and Pam are in the bodies of Betty and Veronica and vice versa?
Yeah. Yeah. And Betty and Veronica are just trying to get back to Riverdale. And they're like, crap, who are we? Harley and Ivy are trying to stop somebody from destroying something, some natural habitat. And they're in the bodies of these teenagers.
Oh my goodness.
And Harley's actually, all right, trying to figure out how to phrase it without spoiling stuff. One of them feels like they have an opportunity to relive a part of their life that they never had.
Oh,
so it brings this other element to it.
Oh man. Yeah. Shout out to the magical origin though. Like that's so genius. Sabrina and Zatanna. This is what happens when you take, like when you're in that board meeting and somebody's like, you know what we should do? But then they're like, we should really do that.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's figure it out.
Here's a check. Let's make it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Yeah. I love creativity like that. I might have to read that one too.
Yeah, it was actually really
I was
solid.
so afraid that I was gonna there was gonna be some emotional punch. I'm like, see, the whole recapturing something that you lost. It's there. Blubbering. That would be weird. Like, why are you crying over Harley, Ivy, Betty, and Veronica? Like that's a long title.
Yeah, that really is.
You got to figure out like a breakdown. Yeah. Nope. That sounds STI-ish.
Oh,
not do that one.
Yeah.
I got the hib. Yeah, no, don't do that.
It was a B.
Yeah, it was
a BI. So what did you review?
Yeah, we'll come back to that. So I did the newest issue of The Walking Dead. Being that the series itself is about to hit its mid-season finale, I was in a place, okay? Like, this last episode was a really good one. So I'm like, let me snag this one, especially because my man Negan is on the cover. This is an emotional issue.
Really?
I almost lost it on the man tears on this book. Like, Walking Dead is one of those books that, like, yes, you can become familiar with the tropes and the terms of how the story is going to play out. But every now and again, Robert does drop a little jewel in there that just tugs on the heartstrings, and this is an issue that really, really does this. And one of the cool things that we found out in the notes, or in the letter section in the back, this is the 75th issue with Negan in it.
That's an amazing statistic.
That's huge. That's huge.
It's almost unbelievable.
Right, because you're like, 75 issues, like how is that even, he's like a bad guy. Like what bad guy is consistently in a book for 75 issues with like not being Kang? But Negan, I mean, he's as much a part of the show as any core member has ever been.
Yeah.
Fan favorite, you gotta love him. I give a shout out to Mike Negan, who works for Reed Pop, who may or may not have been the inspiration. They do look a lot alike. The last names sound very familiar.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. So good work around, like across the board, really, because you guys like brought something really awesome, and I really appreciate it. It was good stuff. It was really good.
Very
stuff.
nice.
Yes. What else you got? What else you got?
Batman.
Okay.
Tom King, creative team. This issue, I went into really thinking it was just going to be like a throwaway, especially coming off of how awesome War of Jokes and Riddles was.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, so it's Lois, Clark, and Bruce and Selena. But it's really cool because
it's a double date, like magic time.
Yeah. It's just like real interesting because Bruce has not told like hasn't contacted Clark since the
engagement.
Yeah. So Clark is kind of like, well, if he hasn't talked to me, he must not care enough or must not be my friend enough.
Aww.
And
what's with the emo characters this week? Like, there's a lot of emotions right here.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like, imagine, like, they've been friends for years. Like, they've been the ones that knew their identities.
Right.
They've gone to battles together, and now, like, he won't, like, why not tell me?
Like, wait, you make a big decision and you didn't tell. Aw.
Yeah, no, it's awesome because Lois is like, dude, just call him. You guys are friends, just call him.
Right.
And one of the reasons Batman doesn't want to is he is trying to protect Clark's identity from Selina.
Okay, I mean, that's actually a very logistic reason to be like, no, it's cool. I can't tell you who my best man would be. You're not supposed to know him.
Right. But Selina is not an idiot. Selina is very, very smart. And they kind of go over that, that situation.
God. Oh my God.
And so it ends like they're both, there's two stories happening where they're both trying to track down some kind of bad guy.
Right.
And over the course of this time, the conversation between the spouses really begins to see how much, in what way they look at each other.
Okay.
And then the ending was just, it was just so cute. Like, it was actually just this like really heartwarming kind of thing. And in a story like this, the Lois and Selina aren't sidekicks.
See, that's what I think is probably like the most interesting thing that I can't wait to read.
Yeah.
Is their interaction.
Yeah.
Because out of the two wives, I mean, I'm going to put Selina up there. Out of the two wives of the DC characters, they are probably the most dominant.
They are.
In who they are, just as individual like characters, let alone the fact that they're women, that they are, I mean, literal bosses. I mean, they
Pulitzer Prize winning journalists.
Yeah.
And then
like the bat breaking jewel thief, like that's what she is. Like Batman punches people in the face, right? But Selina was the one that he fell in love with. Like that's not small. Okay, like the dude doesn't, like Batman is the real person. Bruce Wayne doesn't exist. So for Selina to get beyond all of that,
to get through the cowl,
right? Like that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge. That's like Lois getting under Superman's steel skin. So that I can, you know what, we should. I'm going to read that so we can spoil that one for the Patreon exclusive.
That is a very good choice, I think.
If you're not on the Patreon, you won't get it. But if you are on the Patreon, you'll see how we get on that one. Now, I stayed in the Batman world.
Yes, you did.
Batman White Knight #3.
And this is good stuff, and I was
looking
forward to it.
This book continues to explore concepts, themes, the framework of Batman by totally dismissing it, destroying it, twisting it around, building it back up so that you see it in a different light. It is so weirdly great. It's not even funny. It's like, I'm calling this the modern take of The Dark Knight Returns. And the reason why is because it stems from like almost an impossibility. You know, Joker is cured. Impossible. Like you can't accept that. That's as impossible as the idea that Batman ever quit and then decides to come back. Like, Batman don't quit. He don't got no quit in him. That doesn't work.
That's not how Bruce works.
It's not how he does it, you know. No. So the things in this one are still building. Like there's a lot of stuff, like things are about to twist real hard. But it's fun to see how this world is being constructed, how it's different, how it's the same, and where things are going. There's a statement in this book that, for me, without being spoilery, it bothered me because I'm like, no, that's not, I don't accept that. Like I legit was like, I don't accept that. Like, I'm arguing with a comic book here. Like, it's going to answer back like, no, Victor, but it's fine. I'm like, no, I don't accept this. You can't make me. I don't want to. I tell you what, if you comment on this episode, I'll even tell you what it is in the comments below. So do so. We'll chat about it. But yeah, no. I was like, no, I refuse. I don't accept it. I did.
Very interesting.
It was funny. It was silly. But with that being said, I think it's that time.
It is time.
It's time for honorable mentions. You want to go first? You want to go first? What do you got? What do you got? Ooh. We got a lot of stuff.
We do. Sheet bang. You go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first. Okay, so I tackled Superman here. This is the end of the story arc. The cover got me. I mean, look at that cover. Like, that's awesome. I saw this and I was like, so Superman sitting on the throne of Apocalypse? I'll read that.
That sounds interesting.
Had no idea what was going on. Hadn't been following this arc at all. Artwork is great. It's Gleason, it's Tomasi, Monk. Like, you can't go wrong with this creative team. And what they put together at the end of this I hope this has some correlation with Doomsday Clock. If it does, yes. If it doesn't, what? How did y'all let that go to waste? That's all I'm gonna say. Tidbit. And you, sir?
I'm gonna first go with Batman and TMNT 2, The Electric Boogaloo.
Oh.
All right, so Tinian the Fourth is writing it.
Right.
Freddie Williams II is drawing it. It takes place back in like the grimmer and grittier, like the first TMNT Batman crossover,
Okay.
not the animated one, but
Right.
both were good. There is a Lazarus pit beneath Gotham that Batman was not aware of.
Oh no.
There's a power struggle, an internal power struggle with the hand.
Wait, no, the foot.
That too.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the hand is Daredevil.
Yeah, it's
But for those of you that are astute, you know that the Turtles and Daredevil's
Yeah.
origin stories are linked.
the same chemical substance.
Right.
That it, I can't get fired.
I was with you. I was with you. I was with you.
And so there's this battle going on.
Right.
And there's the Lazarus pit. And then there's the possibility of something happening through all of that.
No.
That I'm hoping they go to. We don't know yet. And I think if they don't, they're missing a golden opportunity.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah? Huh?
Oh my. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa. Hold on. Ooh.
Yeah. That's
a
going to end
problem.
well. That's going to end
problem.
well.
That's a problem. That's how you break your half shell.
Yep.
Right there. This series has been one, like, the return of it has been phenomenal because when they first, again, introduced this concept of this crossover, you're like,
This is
gimmick, money grab, okay.
Yeah.
You read it, though.
And it's amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that Tinian and Freddie are back for this one.
Yeah.
Because they have that magic
Yeah.
with this series. They did some great things.
Yeah.
And not to say that the animated TMT stuff and Batman stuff wasn't good, but I like that they separate the two.
Yeah.
Because they are very different
Yeah.
properties.
Very much.
Batman's had the Universal
Yeah.
showcase. The Turtles have had the range of,
Yep.
you know, hokey, kid-friendly, and then
Dark.
this,
Yeah.
you know. So I like that. That's awesome. The Mighty Crusaders #1. I don't know. Okay, I'll be honest. This was a personal choice. Back in the day when I first started reading books, I had a small collection of Dark Circle characters.
Okay.
Like, so I had the Shield, I had Jaguar, I had Web, I had Fly, and I only had like a couple of issues of them.
Yeah.
But I loved them. Like, I had to reconcile, and it was a painful thing for me to reconcile that they were not either Marvel nor DC.
Yeah.
So that was hard. But seeing this, I was like, oh, I want to check this out. I also am currently working on, you know, my own little team book,
Yeah.
so I was like, let's see what they do with this. What I love is that they play this with the sense of familiarity. Yes, they've tried to bring back these characters a time or two, or at least this series a time or two in recent years, and so this is playing off of that. You should have read the previous incarnation of Dark Circle stuff, which is good. But to see where this takes up, it's kind of cool. I like it. It's like it's like a TV series. You know, this is just a new season. We're picking up in a new spot. So
Very nice.
check that out. It's really good.
Venom Inc Alpha.
Okay.
It's one issue in a one-issue miniseries.
Okay.
I hate Marvel for that crap.
Wait, how come? Technically, if it's a one issue and a one issue, wouldn't it be Alpha and Omega?
You would think.
Okay.
You would think,
All right.
but that's
I'm throwing it out there.
it's like Marvel's lenticular covers. So it is kind of nifty.
Okay.
There's a battle going on to try to get a hold of the various
Symbiotes. Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
And
That's a lot of work.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like really talk about it without spoiling much. It's Spider-Man, like with Peter Parker being like the goofy mess up, blurts Peter Parker.
Classic.
You've got Venom as like the main symbiote that goes back and forth.
Okay.
That's kind of the pawn in this game. There's a brand new character that is in it. So if you guys look on eBay for the variant covers, you'll find that's one of the big headings.
Okay.
And also, if you're a fan of Spider-Man and the symbiotes and the Speculator, I would get into your shop as fast as possible to get a copy because this is something that could sell out very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's fun. It's a fun Spider-Man story that looks like there's going to be some kind of actual like power level.
Yo, I like that.
Yeah. So it's something. If you're a Spider-Man fan, definitely
It looks
you'll
good.
pick
It
it up.
looks good. And I do believe that Venom is on the movie slate for next year.
Yes.
So this
Yeah.
is all leading to the road to a Venom movie.
Yeah.
So Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode. As always, if you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you know when we're dropping these. And we're doing it weekly, baby. Every time. All the time. And also comment, because we'll talk to you.
We like to.
Yeah.
I figured out how to do it. Like,
that's good, man. That's
I'm
progress.
growing as a human.
I'm just saying.
Technology.
195 episodes, now you've learned this new thing too. You are awesome.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If no one has told you that today, Shelby, tell him.
You're awesome.
Oh, sweet.